Please rise for the national anthem, performed by United States Air Force Master Sergeant Melinda Charlton from Luke Air Force Base.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome to the stage our Master of Ceremonies for today's kids, tomorrow's stars, longtime sportscaster, Tim Ring. Many of you know Tim from his days at channels 3, 5, and 15 here locally, and now he can be heard on Arizona Sports 98.7 as the pre- and post-game host for the Phoenix Suns and Arizona Cardinals. We're thrilled to have Tim with us tonight. Welcome.
All right. Let's get it started. Everybody making their way to their seats, we appreciate it. Thank you very much to the announcer man for that wonderful introduction, an introduction that I may or may not have written myself a few days ago. Could have been longer, it's all right. Welcome into the evening, everybody. Real quick, before we get going here, I'm not sure how many people heard the gentleman, but one of my jobs is a game night host for Phoenix Suns basketball on Arizona Sports on 98.7. The Phoenix Suns do, in fact, have a game tonight. They take on the Houston Rockets down at Footprint Center. So that's normally where I would be. Neither here nor there. I had the opportunity to do this tonight. It was obviously a no-brainer, and I'm pleased and privileged to be here tonight for the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley. But I bring that up because it's a game night for the Suns, but make no mistake, it's also our game night here for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley. In fact, I'm warning you right now, game night will be the theme for tonight's event. It is our biggest game of the year, and we are so pleased and privileged that you are all here with us tonight to be a part of the biggest game of the season. So, without further ado, welcome, friends, to the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley's annual event, Today's Kids, Tomorrow's Stars. This is my first time here with the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley. I'm excited to get the game started, and of course, by game, again, I mean the show. Many of you join us year after year to celebrate the Youth of the Year, and some, even a club dad like me, are here for the very first time at this great event. Either way, all of us are here tonight because we believe in the mission of the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley. Tonight, we are all going to learn a lot from these Youth of the Year about the impact that clubs are making on thousands of kids around the Valley each and every day. Events like this take months to prepare. It's practices, it's training, and ultimately, here we are again on game day. It's only possible with the support of local companies who believe in the clubs, and we want to take a minute to thank those supporters. So, here we go. Title sponsors, Amplify Capital Advisors. Presenting sponsors, Wells Fargo, Coronado West, and General Dynamics. Youth of the Year sponsors, the Arizona Diamondbacks, Blue Cross Blue Shield of AZ, Insight, Locked In, Phoenix Scaffolding, PNC Bank, PXG, Sand Chevrolet, the Bob and Renee Parsons Foundation, and Universal Technical Institute. Thank you, everybody. We also want to recognize and thank two outstanding supporters of Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley, United States Congressman Ruben Gallego and State Representative Matt Gress. Thank you for both your support and, of course, obviously being here tonight. All right, let's get it started by meeting tonight's Youth of the Year, 12 of our club champions from across the Valley. To introduce our teams, please welcome to the stage Corey Saba Basha from Wells Fargo, one of tonight's presenting sponsors.
Thank you, Tim. This is one of my favorite parts of this program, getting to meet the 12 best players from each of the Boys and Girls Club. Each of these teams is a champion in their own right, a Youth of the Year. This is a title they will hold for all their life. We were just in the locker room with these MVPs, and they're gearing up for the show now. Let's take a look.
Well, look at this group of fresh Youth of the Year, Coach Tim. Yup. Nervous as pigs at a barbecue.
Cats in a room full of rocking chairs.
Ooh, yeah. That's better. I can't even think of that. Meow. Y'all take a seat now. Now, it ain't hard to see what you're all thinking. Am I Youth of the Year material? Except for you. You're thinking, how'd Coach Maxey get ketchup on his shoe?
Dude, you read my mind.
The short answer is gravity. But what we're talking about here today has more gravity than gravity itself.
Nice.
Thank you. Now listen, you are Youth of the Year material. You know how I know? You're here. But I'm getting a strong finals week vibe. Why? Come on now.
Coach, do we really have to talk in front of all those people?
Okay, good. Layla's worried about the speeches. What else you got?
I'm not sure I remember what fork to use from etiquette night. What if I choose the wrong one?
She's right, because there's so many.
Hey man, two main forks. Gotta be Goldilocks to choose the right one.
That's a nice literary reference.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. I don't know about you, Coach Tim. I'd say these kids have got themselves a bad case of being completely normal.
Worst I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Now listen. It's normal to feel scared. It's normal to feel like you don't deserve stuff. Kaijay?
It's normal to feel weird when you get off a trampoline.
That's true. It's a little off topic, but I appreciate the contribution, Kaijay. But listen, you're all here because of one word. Someone believed in you. Now it's up to you to finish the job and believe in yourself. You hear me? Let me hear you then. Get out there.
This is pumped up for the big game tonight, and they're ready to go. All right, Tim, let's meet our 2024 Youth of the Year team.
All right, we're going to do this in-game announcing style, everybody. You've been warned. We are starting out tonight with a South Mountain High School freshman hailing from South Phoenix. You might remember seeing her deliver the game ball for Game 3 of the World Series. She's made quite an impression at her club as one of the friendliest and most outgoing members.
Please welcome Alessandra Mendoza, Arizona Diamondbacks branch, a Keffer family legacy.
Next up on the roster is an exceptional Franklin Police and Fire High School sophomore. She joined the club 10 years ago and enjoys art, dance, music, and boxing.
Welcome, Andrea Rubal, Jerry Colangelo branch.
We've got two Bryans on the team this year. First up is a sophomore coming out of Glenview College Prep. He recently completed an AZ Youth Force internship at Footprint Center.
Welcome, Brian Roque, Harry and Sandy Rosenzweig branch.
Our other Brian is coming down the tunnel right now. He's a sophomore phenom at Imagine Prep Superstition. He's making waves with his integrity and willingness to stick up for what's right.
Brian Rivas, Superstition Mountain branch. Please welcome to the stage, Brian Rivas.
Now coming to the stage is a Glendale High School superstar and boys and girls club veteran. For the last 6 years, this club champion has been making a name for herself with her leadership and positive attitude.
Welcome, Desiree Aguilar, Swift Kids branch.
Coming to us all the way from Tonopah, this MVP wins the trophy for traveling the farthest, and her commitment is unmatched. This Agua Fria High School senior is a star in the classroom and the club. She loves stepping up to volunteer with younger club members.
Please welcome Elizabeth Gray, Bob Beauvais branch, a Thornwood legacy.
Our next superstar is a success in many fields. You might recognize this sophomore from Arcadia High School's football team or as a standout teen at his club. He enjoys honing his leadership skills at the club that translate being a leader on the gridiron.
Please welcome Kai J. Wilson, Bob and Renee Parsons branch.
Next up, we welcome a Western School of Science and Technology senior. She is a three-sport athlete and former club flag football champion. She knows all there is to know about sharks and is very passionate about marine life.
Welcome Layla Zamora, Spencer D. and Mary Jane Stewart branch.
Another senior is heading out on the stage right now from North High School. He can almost always be found with a basketball in his hand or working with younger club kids on their own dribbling and shooting.
Please welcome Michael Crawford, Warner and Shirley Gable branch.
He comes from Deer Valley High School, sophomore and varsity softball player. This champion sets the bar for being a dedicated student and club member. She can always be found studying hard or lending a helping hand.
Welcome Miley Hawkins, Lewis and Elizabeth Sands branch.
This next star comes to us from the East Valley. He's a freshman at Sequoia Charter School in Mesa. You can always count on him to bring the energy and the confidence. Welcome to the club or on the football field.
Please welcome Orlando Cooper, Grant Woods branch.
Now we get to meet the boys and girls clubs of the Valley's 2024 Youth of the Year winner, everybody. She has the true heart of a champion, and she's been through so much to get here tonight. She's got that quintessential sports story of overcoming challenges. Behind all that, she's putting in the hard work, and it's paying off.
And now, your 2024 Youth of the Year winner, Yadi Elise Lopez, Ed Robeson Family Branch.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Youth of the Year team. That is truly a dream team. You know, being a part of this program takes hard work, it takes commitment, it takes teamwork. These teams have spent months with their coaches, the Youth of the Year journey leaders, to write essays, speak about their achievements, the obstacles they've overcome, and their vision for the future. The club pours into them as well. We see greatness in them before most of them see it for themselves. We believe in them. You believe in them. That's why you're here, because you believe in the potential in each and every club kid. None of that happens, of course, without a great head coach and a great CEO. Please join me in welcoming to the stage my good friend Cullen Maxey, the Chief Revenue Officer for the Arizona Diamondbacks and Chairman of the Board for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley. And joining him on stage is your President and CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley, Marcia Mintz.
All right. Great room. Thank you, Tim. This has been an exciting night so far. Didn't you love seeing all those kids on stage?
And special thanks to you, Cullen, or Coach Cullen Maxey, as I should say, for opening the visitors' locker room at Chase Field. We had an unforgettable day there when we filmed, and the kids loved seeing their own names on their own real-life locker rooms. It was just one more memory that we created in the Youth of the Year journey.
Well, this year's been a big one for the clubs. You've been expanding the Whole Child Approach program to bring mental health resources to the clubs. Also launching BGCAC Athletics. I tell you, I love seeing our kids in their junior sons' jerseys on the court. There's nothing more important for a kid than being part of a team and learning how to work together to accomplish a goal that's not all about themselves.
That's right. We believe that all kids deserve the opportunity to play in high-quality sports leagues. And with the help of our friends at BOK Financial, BGC AZ Athletics is affordable and it's accessible to all.
Well, you know how much sports means to me, of course. As Tim mentioned, I'm part of the leadership team with the Arizona Diamondbacks. In fact, many of our leadership team is here tonight, including our president and CEO, Derek Hall. It's always really smart to get a round of applause for your boss. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'd also like to welcome my wife, Brenda.
Woo!
There you go. That's good.
Very smart.
What's great is that our involvement with the D-backs and the clubs does go deeper than our front office. You know, we brought the D-backs Junior RBI program, which stands for Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities, to our D-backs club a few years ago. Since then, we've expanded to other clubs, and I'm starting to see and hope to see even more kids playing baseball on our fields in the future. Many of our Diamondbacks players have become personally involved in our Boys and Girls Clubs. In fact, Corbin Carroll, on his own, attended every one of our clinics at the clubs this offseason. Well, and guess what? He's showing his support tonight as well, because Corbin Carroll is here with us tonight. Let's give him another round of applause. I'd like to personally thank you for that little World Series run. Makes my job a heck of a lot easier. But I do appreciate, obviously, all the support of the clubs, because even though I am absolutely proud of the Diamondbacks, I'm equally as proud to serve as board chairman for Boys and Girls Club of the Valley. Our board of directors is a dedicated group of true servant leaders who believe, see what I did there? In the power of the clubs. Could I now ask for our board members to please stand and be recognized? I want to thank each of you. Thank you.
Now there's one board member and his family who have been investing in our community in big ways and small ways for many, many years. If you know Bubba and Blair Moffitt, you know the impact of the work and the work of Crescent Crown Distributing. Crescent Crown Distributing has been a market leader for over 40 years. They are headquartered right here in Mesa, and they employ more than 900 people. They deliver beer and liquor to customers all around the state. Is that someone who, is that a customer? Yeah. That's definitely a customer clapping. So Bubba and Blair have made giving back to our community a part of their daily life and have incorporated this value into the fabric of their company. So let's take a moment and hear from their friends and family.
I went to work for Bubba's dad in 1967, and Bubba was born 3 months later. A group of us from the office got to go to the hospital and welcome this precious child, James Robert Moffitt Jr., who would forever be known as Bubba. The best thing I think that ever happened to Bubba was that he met Blair, his life partner, the woman of his dreams.
My family believes in making a difference. We are involved in the Orange Cove Boys and Girls Club, which is a really small club. We have the cutest mother. She hosts the kids to come over for the day to go to the beach, and some of the kids have never been to the beach. I think I am lucky enough I get to have my mother who's shown me so many aspects of life outside of our comfort zone.
I think Mother Teresa said it best when she said, if you want to lift yourself up, lift somebody else up. You know, when you can reach down and help somebody, nothing makes you feel better. We've taken our local Orange Cove Boys and Girls Club to the beach. It's just been a highlight of our summer.
Bubba's like a chip off the old block. He's a combination of his beautiful mom and his very handsome dad. Way back in the 70s, the Moffitts established their family foundation and have been giving back ever since.
It started really being around my dad, Jim Bob Moffitt. He was a mentor, somebody I really look up to. He was a titan in the business, a great businessman, but also a great community leader. I think I learned really almost everything from him. I learned a lot about people and teamwork playing at the University of Texas. Believe it or not, I played football. You know, we had some bad years, had some lean years during the time I was there, but my 5th year, our attitudes changed. We started working as a team. We used to have these t-shirts that said, big team, little me, and we kind of grew together as a team, and we were 2nd in the country that next year. And you learn from those kind of things, and even though we're in the business here, I think of it like a sports team.
Like Bubba's dad used to say, we're all wearing the same jersey. We're all working together for the same common goal.
With the Moffitts, it's as good as it gets. They're an incredible couple. They're incredibly generous. They're excellent parents. And they're just the kind of people that when you're around them, it makes you want to be a better person.
It starts with your people. We have our mission, and we have our 6-pack, which are kind of our 6 pillars of our business. By far, the number 1 bottle in the 6-pack is the employee.
Belief is something that you can't hide, and here belief matters. You know, in Crescent Crown, the belief that Bubba has is about the people. So if you really do value people, then by extension, you value your community.
He knows everyone's name. He's so personal, and he's so passionate about the company and his team, and it's amazing to watch and see.
My experience working for Bubba is 100% positive. I can tell you he leads from the front. He is a charismatic leader, and he treats his people like he would want to be treated himself. That is an infectious, top-down way to run the company. Boys and Girls Club of the Valley have always been super important to Bubba, and they're just a great organization, great facilities that give back and give so much important time to kids that are in need of that.
It brings a sense of pride to our employees that they work for a company that not only is successful from a business standpoint, but then truly believes that it's important and it's part of our DNA to give back to the community.
Giving is the ultimate gift to yourself, right? Whatever you give always comes back to you.
Crescent Crown, we believe in giving back to our community. And in Crescent Crown, we believe that every kid has a right to become whatever they want to be as long as they put in the hard work.
These kids literally first generation, high school, college, and they're doing it themselves, and they're going out there and they're believing in themselves. And the Boys and Girls Club is like a little extra push to give them tools that they need to really succeed in life and thrive. I think that's amazing.
As a parent, you work hard to have your kids turn out to be responsible wonderful human beings. And I'm so amazed by my two children to see them grow into these fabulous people and so engaged in so many positive events within their lives. And you have the opportunity to do more for others.
Congratulations, Bubba and Blair. You are my heroes. Love you so much.
I would like to take a moment just to congratulate Bubba and Blair for receiving the Heart of a Champion Award, because your hearts are so big and so full of love. And the world is a better place with both of you in it. And the Boys and Girls Club and all of us benefit from your love and thoughtfulness and gratitude and the example that you set for so many. So congratulations to Bubba and Blair. Thanks for being who you are, because you're the best.
Wow. Wow. There's not much more to add to that. I can personally attest to everything you just heard. Bubba and Blair find so many ways to give back. Same with Crescent Crown Distributing, who partner with me at the Diamondbacks as well as the Thunderbirds. They're first class. They do what's right. And if you know them, we didn't talk about this as much in that video, they have fun doing it too. But I'm really personally grateful to have both Bubba and Blair as friends, and it's my privilege now to welcome to the stage Bubba and Blair Moffitt.
Congratulations, Blair and Bubba. Thank you for believing in our mission and for believing in our kids. With our deepest gratitude, please accept this award, the Heart of the Champion, presented by our Youth of the Year from our Grant Woods branch, right here in Mesa near Crescent Crown headquarters, Orlando Cooper. Orlando, come on out.
Wow. Not expecting that.
Well, since we're in Coach Maxey's locker room, we got to introduce Team Moffitt, right? We got the full team up here. So let's go with our oldest. Eloise, go ahead. Introduce yourself, honey.
Hi, I'm Eloise.
And in the middle, named after his grandfather, James R. Moffitt III. Come on, buddy.
Hi, my name is Duke.
Come on.
My name is Kate.
That's Catherine Ann Moffitt, better known as Kate the Great.
Wow, that was an amazing video. Thank you all.
We're like, yeah, we need
Savvy.
we're...
Wow, my family, my lovely Bubsy, I love you so much.
Love you, babe.
Eloise, Duke, and Kate. We are so just a small part of the Boys and Girls Club this evening. And we believe that everyone in this room truly believes in this incredible Youth of the Year scholars, but most importantly, the incredible environment that the Boys and Girls Club does for these kids to learn and thrive in life. My gratitude to be standing up here on the behalf of Crescent Crown family and the Moffett family is surreal. I would like to thank my dad and Patty for always supporting us and showing up, because I think showing up is one of the most important things you can do in life. I would like to thank my mama, who taught me at a young age what giving back truly is. She's such a great leader in the community, but also within our family. She definitely was not afraid, and she was born to do this. Lastly, I would like to thank my great sweet grandfather, Otis. One of his last quotes in life was to do more. So let's all do more.
All right, I just called the executives at Apple TV, and we're getting Jason Sudeikis fired, and Cullen Maxey is now going to be the new star of Ted Lasso. So I'm announcing that tonight. What a fun video. Look, many thanks to Marcia, Cullen, Tim, and the board for this incredible honor tonight. I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams that we'd be standing up here tonight when I arrived here at Sky Harbor Airport 20 years ago, fresh off the plane from New Orleans, not knowing a soul, haven't met our Crescent Crown team yet, our Pierce Beverage team, that we would be honored by this organization tonight that we've come to love and have so much respect and admiration for. It's been over a decade. The Moffett and Crescent Crown family are incredibly humbled by this special recognition, and I have to admit that when Marcia approached me 10 months ago, my first reaction was pure emotion. I was humbled, and I said, absolutely not. Knowing the business and community leaders that were recognized for this esteemed honor in the past years, legends like Mr. Buzz Sands, who was celebrated last year, Dee Hall, my buddy Derek Hall, and board member of the D-Backs Foundation, Bruce Howley of Discount Tire, the great Gary Coangelo, Glennis Bryan of Insight, and Bob Parsons. How humbling and what an honor to be even considered in this elite group that we have so much respect for and have so much positive impact on this community over the years. Honestly, at the time, I felt like we weren't ready for this, that we still had many years ahead of us to prove ourselves as good stewards of this community. I mean, Marcia and Cullen, give us at least 15 or 20 more years, please. But as you know, Marcia and Cullen are very persuasive and convinced us that this was absolutely the right time for our families to be recognized this year. And ultimately, by the end of our 2-hour lunch at Chelsea's Kitchen, how do you say no to this amazing organization and to a dynamic leader and strategic visionary like Marcia, who has valiantly led this growth of this wonderful organization? All right, get this metric now. From 18 clubs to 31 clubs in just the past 7 years. She and the leadership team, they've helped foster thousands of kids to lead a better life. It's damn near impossible to say no, so we said no. I said yes, and we couldn't be more proud and honored and happy to be up here. Marcia, we have so much respect, and we are so proud of what you, your dedicated team, and the board have accomplished in growing this world-class organization that offers more than 12,000 kids and teens a safe environment and programs that ensures academic success, healthy lifestyles, develops strong character and leadership skills, and ultimately turns these young, impressive stars into caring, productive, and responsible future citizens for our great community. A few months ago, I was lucky enough to serve as a judge in selecting the Youth of the Year, and it was literally one of the toughest jobs I've ever had to do.
as you saw up here earlier, all these 12 candidates that morning were so impressive and had so much self-confidence and poise at the podium. And to hear each of their life stories was truly inspiring and a direct reflection of the positive impact that the clubs have made on their lives and dreams for their future. I was blown away. It was the best morning I think I've ever had. I can't wait for you to hear their stories in a few minutes, and I know you will be equally impressed and proud that they all represent this nationally recognized organization. But tonight is all about celebrating the passion that I felt that morning, and I know we all feel it because we're here tonight, and the genuine care that we all have for the clubs and these wonderful kids, and ensuring that the mission and the vision of the clubs continue far into the future. The funds that we raise tonight will set the clubs up for success, to take care of as many kids as we possibly can, right? That's our goal. As our valley continues to grow exponentially, and we're so blessed to run businesses and work in this incredible valley, in this community. Our family couldn't be more grateful and honored to accept this honor tonight, and we wouldn't be up here on this stage without the incredible support team of our extended family and friends that are here tonight, and some that are not. First, as you saw in the video, I gotta thank my mom and dad. I owe them so much. Louise and Jim Bob Moffitt, they've given me so many incredible opportunities and opened so many doors throughout every phase of my life. My father, who we lost 3 years ago, was an icon and a legend. And I say that as a son, but he was in the natural resource business and considered one of the last great American wildcatters, and in fact, was a product of the Boys and Girls Club back in the 40s and 50s in Houston, Texas. He grew up in a single-parent home. His dad walked out when he was 9 years old. He never forgot it. But he used to reflect that the clubs after school kept him on the right path to excel both at academics and sports throughout middle school and high school, and ultimately helped him land a scholarship at the University of Texas. My Texas group is here tonight, where he played for Coach Darrell Royal in the late 50s and 60s, where he excelled as an offensive and defensive lineman and thrived on and off the field as a student athlete. It set the path for his life, and he never forgot it. My dad never forgot his roots and where he came from, and he always put youth development at the top of his list when it came to philanthropy and giving back to the community. Whether it was rebuilding the New Orleans Recreational Department, which was in shambles when he brought Freeport McMoran to New Orleans, there were clubs throughout the city that were in shambles, pools that had no water in them, fields that had no grass on it. He developed the Economic Development Council. Their first mission was to rebuild all of those clubs, to get the kids off the street and back in those clubs. He knew how important that was to the New Orleans community. He loved the Boy Scouts. Horatio Alger Association out of Washington, D.C. that gives hundreds of scholarships to youth that are so deserving. It was his passion. And he was always committed to help improve and change young lives for the better. And he always put family first, which is why we, as a family, we are up here and we are so passionate about doing our part to help continue to help these clubs prosper. My pops was my mentor in life and business. He was my business partner. He was my best friend, and most importantly, he was my hero. And I know he only wouldn't be proud of us up here tonight. He'd be proud of this entire room. He'd be introducing himself to all of you tonight, I can promise you, giving you a high five. And I got to thank my wonderful mom. You heard Cindy Molyneux talk about her earlier. We call her Lulu. She's a shining example of positivity, grace, and class through and through. She always kept my sister and I grounded through a strong regimen of Southern manners and taught me to always treat people with kindness and respect and do the right thing like we're all doing tonight. It was that kind and unconditional love, guidance, and support from both my parents that inspired me to be a better father, leader, and mentor to my kiddos here, Team Moffitt, my extended Crescent Crown family, and this community each and every day. This wonderful honor tonight is directly reflective of them, without a doubt. Let's give them 3 claps. And now I gotta thank my Crescent Crown family. One team, one dream. Where's my Crescent Crown group? Stand up. Just stand up, my family. For over 25 years, we've been lucky enough to work side by side with some of the most passionate, tenacious, dedicated, and talented individuals in this uber competitive beer business. I heard everybody get claps when they heard we were beer distributors. And we provide fun. We give fun to everybody. And we love what we do, and we do it every day. But without the hard work of our more than 1,600 family members here in Arizona and Louisiana, from New Orleans to Lake Charles, we would not be able to stand up here and give back to the communities and organizations that take such great care of us. Of course, like the Boys and Girls Club. Team, we share this amazing honor with all of you and our entire team in AZ and back home in the Bayou State. So, love you guys. We share this with you. Thank you. And I'd be a fool as a son-in-law if you saw her on the video, Lauren Booth. She's an amazing lady, and we call her Mamacita. Mamacita, thank you for being an incredible mother-in-law, but more importantly, a supportive friend and mentor in life, business and philanthropy. You clearly, as we saw in the video, you lead by example, and as we heard from Blair Z, and I've learned so much from you and continue to learn from you each and every day. And Papa Chad and Patty, middle table here, thank you for always being our supportive rock from the great town of Bakersfield. Who doesn't love a little Bakersfield? You're the king, Chad, the king of Bakersfield, and all that the Still family does for that community, and thank you for being here. We love you. And to our dear friends, you all know who you are in this audience. We've been so lucky and blessed to know and love along this amazing journey out in the desert. Thanks for your support tonight. We couldn't do it without you. We truly love you. And I can't get off this stage without sharing this special honor with our sponsorship partners, with whom we've been so lucky to work with over the years, and are, without a doubt, the finest and most respected in the country, if not the world. And it started D. Hall, Cullen, Debbie Castaldo, you're all here. I'm lucky enough to sit on the Diamondbacks Back Charity Board, and we sponsor their Evening on the Diamond dinner, and they are not only one of the greatest pro sports teams, but they give more money back to charity than any sports team in the country. They're wonderful. And I feel so lucky to be a part of their family, because they're part of our family, and thank you. And of course, I gotta thank my Thunderbird brethren. I know you're all out over here. I was just talking to my man, Chance, the Thunderbird family. Thanks for being here tonight and supporting the reception last night. You guys, you step up in all we do. And 3 years ago, the Thunderbirds gave us, because I call it us, because we're all family, they gave us the highest honor when they welcomed us as an honorary Thunderbird into their elite family. And you saw the picture on the video. It's been one of the most impactful and meaningful things anyone or any group has ever done for me and my family. I never forgot. Chance invited me to his office, and they invited me to, they said they wanted to talk about business and the sponsorship, because obviously Coors Light, right, is the sponsor of the Phoenix Open. It's a wonderful thing. And they're like, oh, we want to talk about that. We want to talk about you being an honorary Thunderbird. I said, absolutely not. Just like tonight, with this honor. And they're like, well, there's 50 guys up there waiting on you, because I knew the people that were honorary Thunderbirds. Sandra Day O'Connor, the Vice President, Vice President Quell, Dirk Bentley, pretty cool guy. And I'm not those people. And they welcomed me in that honorary group. And I was lucky enough to sit on their board as a non-Thunderbird for a couple of terms. And I learned, it felt like it was I got a master's in philanthropy sitting on that board. I got to work with incredible people like Mike McQuaid. We called him Big Mo. And people, incredible people, the big chiefs, the chairman, the non-Thunderbirds, the Thunderbirds that sat on that board, and going to visit the charities that we would support, and the amount of money that we gave back, and we did so much great for the community. It was life-changing for me on so many levels, and I learned so much. And I got to thank my friend AC, Alex Clark. They didn't catch me before I was 40, right? You got to be before you're a Thunderbird, before you're 40. But he grabbed me, and he knew we were a sponsor, and he said, you need to learn more about what we do and what we do for the community. I don't know if you quite get it. And AC, thank you, brother. Thank you for showing me, because I've learned so much about philanthropy. And I think what have us here on the stage tonight, and C-Red, where's C-Red? C-Red, are you here? Cheryl Wazirio, are you here? The queen of the Thunderbird board? I love you, sweetheart. You're an angel. She does magic. What you see out there on the TPC and the revenues that filter down, and the money that goes back to this community and supports incredible charities like this. C-Red, love you, honey. Thank you, thank you. We love you. And the rest of my Thunderbird brothers, thank you. I think, the sign over the bridge said 190 or so million. We're going to go over $200 million back to the community this year. So kudos to the Thunderbirds. Let's give it up. Look, we stand up here as a reflection of the Thunderbird family, and we thank all of you for your unwavering leadership in running the best damn sporting event in the world. I've never been more proud of how, Chance, we talked about earlier, how you guys reacted over the past month. It's going to be better than ever next year, and we're going to continue to give incredible money back, not only to the community, but to this charity tonight. So, and finally, a sincere thanks to all of you that are here tonight, everybody in the room. What? to support these spectacular kids and the clubs with your time, your genuine care, and the resources that we will raise tonight are truly meaningful and will change young lives for the better, and ultimately make our community richer and stronger for the future. Thank you so much for all you do tonight and being here. One of my dad's favorite quotes, and it's a simple one: it's impossible to have a bad night, but it's tonight or night when you do something meaningful for someone else. It's as simple as that. It's impossible to have a bad night, and we're going to have an incredible night. So let's go have an incredible night and to get on with the show, Coach Maxey, and let's celebrate these impressive superstars. Thanks again, everyone. Cheers.
All right. Thanks for the standing ovation. I appreciate it. Real quick, one thing that Bubba mentioned so eloquently that I'd like to add to if I could. Our friends at the Arizona Diamondbacks, prior to my arrival in the Valley over 15 years ago, I had the great honor and good fortune to work in a lot of different markets, a lot of different cities all over the country, covering a lot of different teams, different sports, every sport. The Arizona Diamondbacks organization, from where I sit, second to none. Top notch, second to none. The job that Derek Hall and his team do each and every day. And the work they do and the support they give to the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley cannot be overstated as well. So I wanted to make, and bonus, now they're actually good at baseball again, so that helps too. So that's. Real quick, because it's time to eat, I want everybody to please take out their phones. If you could, each of you all received a link at check-in. This link allows you to see over 75 silent auction packages, including our super silent auction item. It's a 6-day stay in paradise at the Four Seasons, Nevis Island in the West Indies. You may also purchase raffle tickets for the Dream Devices package donated by Cox Communications, including a 55-inch LED smart TV, a Ring doorbell, and much, much more. If you did not receive a link or you need any help in that regard, visit our guest services desk outside the ballroom. So with that, we will take a short break so everybody can eat dinner, and we'll be back in a little bit. So enjoy, everybody. There you go. All right, everybody, halftime is over. We want to keep the night moving, obviously. Hope everybody enjoyed dinner. Good conversation. Our Youth of the Year team also returned to the locker room to meet with their coaches during the break. Let's get ready to check in with them again.
All right, y'all listen up now. You crushed up first half like elephants running through a...
Patch of watermelons?
There you go.
They really do believe in us. You can feel it. Okay, so now's the auction part, right?
Yep.
But what happens if no one buys the auction items?
That won't happen. Besides, the auction isn't the only way we'll raise money tonight. Most people will just lift their paddles and make a generous donation. But either way, they're here to raise money for you. They believe in you, they believe in the clubs, and they really want you to have a great place to go after school.
Yeah, just someplace to be a kid.
Yeah, and we get to do cool stuff.
Like walking out the ball for the World Series. Yeah, that was so cool. Sometimes I get lost in a big family. The club is a second home for me.
When no one gets me, the club is always there.
Everything you guys just said is the reason those 800 people are here tonight.
Well, they're also here to honor Bubba and Blair Moffitt.
Well, I stand corrected.
And to bid on that trip to Dubai.
I stand double corrected. Who doesn't want to watch a Formula One race in Dubai?
I wouldn't hate a weekend at Tuscan Villa either.
Ooh, that's a big Magnifico for me.
And that Chevy Tahoe, woo!
Like a rock, baby. That's what this whole night is about.
Gentlemen?
Oh, and you.
And of course, you too.
Nice recovery. Biscuit? Not so fast. Bidding begins at $50,000 a box.
I gotta tell you, the acting, not too shabby. Not too shabby. It ain't easy. At this time, we'd like to share with you some of the truly inspiring stories from our Youth of the Year finalists. These impressive teens embody the spirit and fortitude of really all of our club members. They have their own personal challenges, experiences, and triumphs, and you will soon see that these youth are as remarkable as all of their stories. Of course, we want to hear you cheering. This is game night after all, but I also want to see your Believe signs. They got one up here for me. We want to show the Youth of the Year that we do believe in them, so please, everybody, that's right, do it. Grab your Believe signs on your table, lift them up, practice making a little noise. Right now, I know it's after dinner. There you go, there you go. Some of this stuff is in the script, I gotta read it. Wave your Believe sign, cheer, practice, that's right. That's what the kids are gonna need. I know you'll be better when the kids are out there themselves. I'm gonna let it slide. We're gonna meet our first Youth of the Year, Desiree Aguilar, representing the Swift Kids branch. She's a junior at Glendale High School with an exceptional story of overcoming adversity and turning it into motivation for her future. I know you'll be as inspired by Desiree as we all are. Welcome, Desiree.
My mom always said that God will always have a plan for you. Even if right now seems hard, He has a future for everyone. I wish I'd always known that the club would be in my future. Hello, my name's Desiree Aguilar. I am 2024 Youth of the Year for the Swift Kids Boys and Girls Club. I've been attending the club now for 6 years. I grew up in a family that came from nothing, with a single mom and 8 children. Sometimes I joke that I'm mama 7 because growing up, I took care of my siblings to help relieve my mom's stress. I felt I had to grow up fast and be a motherly figure in my household, so I helped my mom with doing chores and taking care of the kids. I wanted to be a support system for my mom. Growing up, we moved around a lot, as my family struggled to make ends meet, especially when my mom got sick. We lived in rural Oklahoma at the time, and she was constantly gone for doctor's appointments far away. The medical bills quickly piled up. Even at a young age, I understood the role I needed to take as a caretaker for my family. I was constantly worrying about if I had to get a job or if I should just drop out of school altogether to work full-time. I remember hearing my mom cry by herself, so no one knew what she was going through. Seeing her struggle mentally, physically, and financially made me want to be a person my mom could talk to. On top of that, my older sister attempted suicide. It made me realize that not everyone has a shoulder to cry on, and it became especially important for me to make sure all my kids had food and clothes and that could talk to me about how they were feeling. When we moved to Arizona, I started going to the club. It made me finally feel that I could be a child for once in my life. I did not have to worry about my siblings. I could just spend time with my friends and have fun. The club also gave my mom a peace of mind that all the kids were together and safe, and it was affordable enough for all of us to attend. Since I've been attending the club, I focus more on being a kid than an adult. I help at school and club events, along with talking to the younger kids about how they were feeling. The club gave me a childhood, a second home, and skills I can use now and further on in years to come. I gained confidence, leadership, communication skills, and an understanding of others. Hearing so many stories of youth and adults struggling with mental health, as well as seeing my own family struggle, has been a huge motivation for me wanting to help others. Mental health plays a key role in everyday activities, from how we act in the ability to work, either in school or with job performance. This is why I will be attending Arizona State University West Campus to pursue a degree in psychology so that I can become a therapist. I have already been taking baby steps to get to my future as a therapist. This past summer, I completed a psychology course at ASU West. I also started a group called Your Herd at my high school to help my peers have a safe place to talk to others. I'm excited for my future, and I am constantly planning to make sure I am successful. I am beyond grateful for everything I have. I have a roof over my head, clothes to wear to school, and food to eat. And because of the club, I have mentors who care about me and would give anything to help me succeed. My family is not rich, but we are stable. And all thanks to the club, and of course, my one and only parent, my beautiful mother. My mom and the staff of the club have pushed me to do my best at anything I do. They encourage me to participate in any opportunity and to get out in the community instead of keeping to myself. I am forever thankful to the club staff for helping me be a child and learn how to grow into a wonderful adult. Thank you and have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Desiree. Wow, 16 years of age, truly an inspiration. When I was 16, I was playing in television and watching The Love Boat and Fantasy Island. The club came into this young man's life at a critical time. His staff members always saw the best in him and helped him overcome the challenges he was facing as a younger man. We're going to hear his story now. Please welcome Brian Roquet, everybody.
I threw my first punch in the second grade. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Roque, a sophomore at Glenview College Preparatory, and I'm honored to be the Youth of the Year for the Harry and Sandy Rosenzweig branch. I started out as a young, angry kid with a tornado of emotions that I was unable to control. It was hard to make friends, especially when playing sports, because it usually resulted in me fighting another player. At the time, I knew that my behavior was not acceptable, but I did not know how to control it. I felt like there was nowhere I could go to talk about what I was feeling inside, because I did not know how to verbally express my emotions. I figured that it would be better to not say anything. I started to isolate myself, which led to me feeling lonely at times. My family had no idea what was going on. Fast forward a few years to 6th grade. I struggled in the years before, but I had become more mature and started to master not showing my emotions and controlling my outbursts. I began to play basketball at the club. Playing basketball allowed me to make friends. Playing basketball also allowed me to build discipline, think before acting, especially when I became angry. I learned to calm down, reflect on my actions and feelings. I learned to show good sportsmanship. The club staff would talk to anyone involved in a conflict at the same time. We would each have the chance to talk about what happened, why it happened, and what we could do better moving forward. I learned that it is best to take a minute to think about what is going on before reacting to avoid consequences. Even now, my club's Taurus wellness coach, Ms. Kendall, continues to help me both mentally and emotionally. Through the club, I was able to overcome my anger issues and learn that getting out of my comfort zone is something that I needed. The staff would talk to me and encourage me to open up to them. It would make me feel like I belonged to the club and that it was safe to talk to the staff. Being a part of club sports also helped me build friendships with other members. Because of those friendships, I now have a group of peers who can relate to the challenges I face. Being a club member helped me grow not just as a student, but as a person. If it were not for the Rosenzweig branch, then I'm not sure where I will be. I'll be in a place where I'm angry, emotionally disconnected, and fearful of what I could do to someone or what someone could do to me. I am happy to say that I have overcome many challenges, and I'm very thankful I was given the opportunity to become a better club member, student, friend, and son because of the support and tools given to me while at Rolling Swag. Now as a sophomore in high school, I am looking toward my future. My goal is to attend the Universal Technical Institute and become a mechanic. I've been fascinated by cars since I was little, and I'm ready to turn my dreams into reality. I would like to give a big thanks to my mom, the club, and everyone here tonight for your support for Boys and Girls Clubs and teens like me. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. And I can absolutely see you as a mechanic. And did you hear that, UTI? Future student right there. We've heard from 2 outstanding teens already, and soon we will hear from more. They give me so much hope for the future. They're an example of the truly incredible things that happen when we believe in young people. Belief doesn't just happen because you hang a quote up on the wall. It comes from here, and it comes from here. And regardless of what we do or don't do, the belief that we all deserve to be loved. Or what about the belief of hope? Belief that things can get better, that I can get better. To believe in yourself, to believe in one another, to believe in these youth of the year. That is fundamental. Hundreds of club teens have walked this stage and gone on to do amazing things because of your belief in them. Like former Youth of the Year Ricardo. He believed that he could also pursue his goal of becoming a mechanic at UTI. They believed in him, gave him a scholarship to make his dream a reality. Ricardo is a first-generation UTI graduate on his way to an incredible career. Congratulations, Ricardo. Some of you may remember Joshua. He took what he learned from STEM programs in the club and turned it into a full-time career and now works at General Dynamic. He started his educational journey at the University of Arizona. Today he's writing code and writing books, and Joshua is still writing music. He was able to secure a position with General Dynamics as an advanced production operator. Today, I'm so proud, and so is his mom. He is completely financially independent and has a bright future ahead of him in engineering. That is his mom cheering for him. And let's welcome Ariana. Ariana, an East Valley Youth of the Year. She turned her passion for Boys and Girls Clubs into a career in behavioral health. Because of you, we were able to help her cover the costs of attending Arizona State University. She is now back in the clubs, investing in our kids, and works as a wellness coach to provide support for new members and new generations. There are so many stories like Ricardo, Joshua, and Ariana. When you believe in our club kids, you show them they can truly be anything. Thank you so much, all of you. We're so proud. Now let's show our next Youth of the Year how much we believe in her too. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Layla Zamora from the Spencer and Mary Jane Stewart branch.
Brownie Ware once said, "Make happiness a priority and be gentle with yourself in the process." And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Layla Zamora, and today I am representing the Spencer D. and Mary Jane Stewart Boys and Girls Club. Happiness is one of the most beautiful things God has ever created. You could either give or receive it, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. What makes you happy? When I was younger, I never knew what it really meant. Sure, I knew happiness doesn't come in a cardboard box with the word Amazon written on it that is poorly thrown by your front door. What I did know is that it's a feeling you must find yourself. I have found happiness inside me because of the Boys and Girls Club. I have so many beautiful memories at the club, but my favorite memory was winning the championship flag football game against Swift Boys and Girls Club back in 2019. Seeing all my friends excited and running to their parents will forever be implanted in my head. I was the happiest kid that day. This was just one happy experience of many to come because at the time, I didn't fully understand the support and kindness that will fill my life with joy to this present day. One of the most important staff during my time here at Stewart has to be my teen staff, Alexis. She and I have similar music tastes, which allowed us to connect with her from the beginning. All we would talk about was the latest drop, our favorite music, or creating playlists for the teen room. What's great about Alexis is that she's dedicated to getting to know each member individually. She was not only there for my fun memories, but also my tough times. Throughout middle school, I was always dealing with bullies. When they told me I wasn't smart, Alexis made sure I knew that wasn't true and spent time helping me with my schoolwork. When they insulted how I looked, Alexis went out of her way to build back my confidence. She was a listening ear and voice of reasoning when I felt alone or when I couldn't handle issues occurring in my life. She demonstrated empathy and acceptance. The club has led me to have so many great friendships, including my best friend, Sarai. She makes me so uncontrollably happy. She made me into the person I am today and the person I will be in the future. I will always and forever be grateful that she's in my life. Sarai, Alexis, and the club has led me to see the good in myself. The leader, athlete, the community volunteer, and scholar. All these things require work. To be able to excel in various outlets of my life has not been easy and won't be. But with great people by your side, all is possible. My goals are many, and with the support of my club, I know that I will achieve them. I aspire to be a Lasmore branchologist because I love sharks. They're very extraordinary and magnificent species. Becoming a marine biologist takes a lot of dedication, motivation, and fearlessness. After high school, I plan to attend a local community college to make these dreams come true. While in school, I want to serve in the United States Air Force to be of service of my country and community. It's wild to look back at the past and be here now thinking about my future. All the lessons learned and opportunities that I've experienced, all while learning about myself and the power I possess. It all comes back full circle. The investment of time from my family and friends, but also the amazing club staff have paid off. I'm more motivated than ever to make my loved ones proud, but most importantly, make myself proud. I'm grateful for the club and for all the support throughout the years. And to all those who come after me, this saying rings true. Great futures do start here. Thank you.
All right, you guys, we have a little bit more of the program to get to. My deepest gratitude to you. Hang in there. We'll all cheers and celebrate shortly. But we have a lot of people to thank at this event. Before we go any further, as you've seen, we've had Youth of the Year and judges. It's the hardest job, as Bubba said, and we want to take a moment to thank these judges. They've been part of the journey, and our kids have been on this for 5 months, and we're going to roll a video so you can take a look at what's been happening with our judges.
The Youth of the Year program is a premier recognition program for club members that promotes service to club, community, and family, academic success, strong moral character, life goals, poise, and public speaking ability. Don't be fooled, this 6-month program wasn't easy, but our YOYs didn't back away from the challenges. It's just like Ted Lasso says, taking on a challenge is a lot like riding a horse, isn't it? If you're comfortable while you're doing it, you're probably doing it wrong. Throughout their journey, they have also experienced a sense of pride, leadership recognition, new friendships, new opportunities like holiday shopping with some top athletes like Larry Fitzgerald, Kelvin Beacham Jr., and Simone Manuel, and of course, new skills that will last a lifetime. These YOYs are living by the Ted Lasso way. I believe in hope. I believe in believe, and we are so proud of them. Thank you to every friend, family member, club staff, Youth of the Year committee member, and of course BGCAZ for supporting these young stars along the way.
Thank you again to Dr. Tom Narini, Michael Romano, Chet Samuelson, and of course Bubba Moffitt for being excellent judges for our kids. And it wasn't easy this year, as you can hear. All of our teams are winners. Now we're going to hear from our actual 2024 Youth of the Year winner, Yaralizi Lopez. She will compete at the State Youth of the Year competition in a few weeks, so let's show her some of that love that we believe in her.
My name is Yarielis Luz Lopez Maldonado, and I once believed I lived a simple life. I grew up in a small town in Puerto Rico where everyone knew each other and supported one another. I lived with my parents during the weekdays and spent my weekends with my grandparents and biological father. But my perspective on life changed when I had to leave my hometown and the people I love. I have faced natural disasters, loss, and the experience of living in two different worlds. These experiences are something I never believed I would go through as a child. My innocence blinded me for what I had later to face. While in Puerto Rico, I lived through Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Maria. These two Category 5 storms struck our island only 6 days apart. I lost 2 homes and spent months with no power. Because of this, I lost my dad in a car accident. All this ended up forcing my mom, brother, and I out of our home and our community. That's when I knew my simple life had come to an end. I was only 10 years old, and I felt like I was drowning, and I couldn't swim up to catch the small breath of air that I desperately needed. In 4 months, everything was taken away from me. I felt like nothing could get better. But soon after, my mom found a fresh start for us in Phoenix with my aunt. I was scared to leave the only world I'd ever known, but also relieved at the thought of a fresh start. When I arrived in Arizona, I started a new school, and there I found the Ed Robeson Family Boys and Girls Club. I felt uncomfortable with the thought of making new friends and going somewhere where I thought I would be babysat at as a baby. At my new school, I wasn't prepared for what was to come. I was judged, shoved, and even discriminated against by the other kids. It was the first time that I ever felt like I didn't belong somewhere. But the club was different, though. When I arrived at the club, I realized I wasn't alone. The club welcomed me with open arms, and I found my new family. The club helps me stay motivated in school and gives me the freedom to explore my love for the arts. The staff were the sweetest people I have ever met. They help me see kindness, support, and most importantly, love. Though I am still struggling with my mental health, self-confidence, and overcoming my past, the club gives me the strength to keep pushing through. It makes my new world finally feel like home. Now that I am comfortable with the present, I am ready to look at the future. I am motivated to pursue a career in the military and eventually get a degree in the fine arts. Through the club and its staff, I was able to change my perspective on life and see my new life as a world of opportunity. I felt alone and uncomfortable when my environment changed, but I learned that there are always going to be angels there for you, even if you are different from the rest. With the support of the Robeson branch, things got better for me, and they can get better for anyone. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Congratulations, Yari. Our teens inspire me. I'm humbled where they started, and I'm in awe of their accomplishments. As Ted Lasso wisely said, success is not about the wins and losses. It's about helping these young people be the best versions of themselves. And you can hear in the club from their stories what we've done for them. how it changed their lives, but really how you changed their lives. Our staff believed in them. We believed in them as little kids growing up in the clubs, and we are teaching them to believe in themselves. We believe that in Alessandra, she is going to use her creativity and become an interior designer. We believe in Andrea. We know she has what it takes to realize her dream of becoming a SWAT officer. We believe in Brian's great future and know he will continue his journey as a mechanic and own his own business. We believe in our other Brian. He will build the homes of the future through his interest in construction welding. We believe in Desiree, who will continue to give back to her community through her pursuit of becoming a therapist. We believe Elizabeth will educate future generations by becoming a great second-grade teacher. We believe Kaije will make it on and off the field, playing college football as he studies mechanical engineering. We believe Layla will spend a lot of time underwater swimming with the sharks as a marine biologist. We believe Michael will create delicious and nutritious food when he is chef at his own restaurant. We believe Miley will make an awesome psychologist. She already spends time helping others in her club. We believe Orlando will be the Valley's best diesel mechanic with many loyal customers. And we believe in Yari's resilient spirit that will help her through service in the military and performing on stage. We believe in each and every one of these teens. The clubs have helped shape their dreams, and because of you, they believe in themselves. Thank you all so much, you guys. You know, every one of our members has a unique story. But I'd like to share with you a little bit about what some of them have in common. Too many come from working families that are struggling to make it financially. More than half of our club kids qualify for free or reduced lunch. They come from single-parent households, and more than 10% are experiencing homelessness. When these kids enter our club, none of that matters. When they walk through our blue doors, beginning in kindergarten, we believe they need support as they learn to read, write, and understand math. We give them that help and mentorship every day. Throughout elementary school, we believe that they can be team players as they play basketball, football, baseball, soccer, and boys and girls should have the opportunity to play sports. When they are building self-esteem as tweens, we help them make good choices. We give them safe places for their technology, art spaces, and we also give them food. We believe that no kid should be hungry after school or in the summer. Every kid deserves healthy meals and snacks every day. And we do that in the clubs. We believe that all young people deserve access to mental health services. And in 20 clubs, they are getting the care and preventative support that they need through our Teros Wellness coaches. We believe every teen needs to graduate high school and have a plan for their future. That diploma can create generational change. We believe our kids need career pathways. And through AZ Youth Force, we have helped nearly 300 teens build their roadmap by placing them in paid internships. We believe in creating economic mobility for our club members and their parents. Now, I can't imagine being a teen today. Can you? The intense academic pressure, social media scrutiny, bullying, physical and aggressive violence at parties, at work, coming home from a football game. I think every one of us over a certain age in this group has thought, thank God there was no social media when I was growing up. So I worry every day about my own teenagers as I see and hear what's happening around them. But more than that, I think about the 12,000 kids we serve. And do they have someone who's worrying about them? Well, they do. We worry about them. Every decision we make at Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley is designed around the fundamental belief in the potential of every child. I believe that this room has the power to change lives. I believe that it takes all of us to let our kids and teens know that we see them, we hear them, they matter. So tonight, I humbly ask each of you to believe. Believe in the power of our collective giving. I ask you to open your hearts and give generously. Your contributions tonight will support the programs and mentors that our kids and teens desperately need today. There's just too much at stake, but with your support, I know that we can change lives now and shape a brighter future for generations to come. Thank you so much.
Don't worry, I'll handle the hard part from here.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys, it's time to support these kids. That's what we're here to do tonight. Or go to Dubai, one of the two. Guys, I'm gonna ask you to reach inside your wallet. I'm gonna ask you to look inside your heart. I'm asking you to put your hand up as often as you can. I'm gonna start at $100,000. I'm gonna go all the way down to $500. Every time you can put your hand up, you know you got 12,000 kids that are gonna love you for the support you're giving them. So my top level tonight is the $100,000 level, and if you've got it in your heart to do that, if you've got it in your financial situation, put your number up at this time. For $100,000, look at there. Bubba, number 788 honor, he wanted to be first. Number 100, Mr. Buzz Sands, great friend of ours, wants to be second. Number 948 wants to be third. Thank you. Number 863 wants to be fourth. And number 605 wants to be fifth at $100,000 apiece.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness. That was 5, yes? That was 5. Is there anyone who would like to join them at $100,000?
Thank you so much.
That's $500,000 we just raised. Let's hear it for them. Thank you, guys. You guys are incredible. Just incredible. Huge support. Okay, let's go now down to the $50,000 level. If $50,000 is in your budget and you've got it in your heart to take care of these kids, put your number up right now. For $50,000, who can raise a number up? Anyone in the room? Yes. Number, yeah, 990 it is. It's not upside down.
That is Russ and Lori Scaramella. Thank you so much.
The Scaramellas. Oh, that was for the Scaramellas. Outstanding. Who else could join them at $50,000? Number 795 said we're in the Moffat
Lauren,
family.
thank you so much, Lauren.
So there's another $100,000. Anyone else at $50,000? Put your number up at this time. All right, guys, we're at $600,000 and climbing. Let's hear it for them both. Thank you, guys, very, very much. All right, so let's go now to the $25,000 level. If I get 16 of them, we'll hit $1 million. That's all we need. For $25,000, if you've got that in your heart, put those numbers up right now. Number 278 said we're in. Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you
so much. Number 402 said we're in. Been a good bidder all night. Number 278 said we're in. For, whoop, isn't that the one I just said? 278. Did I say them twice? I did. Okay, sorry. We got it. So there's 2 at $25,000. Who else would like to be $25,000? Yes, number, hold it still for me, 532 is in.
Thank you so much.
for $25,000. There's another 75. Who else would like to be? Oh, off she goes. 20. She stole somebody's number and off she ran. That was number 558 says I'll be $25,000. And we're up to $700,000. Thank you. Anyone else at the $25,000 number? All right, let's give all four of them a big round of applause. Thank you guys so very, very much. We're at $700,000. We're busting for that $1 million mark. Let's go to $10,000 and see what kind of damage we make right here. 580 is in. 603.
Thank you so much.
135. 361. 412. 412. Number 312 is in. 135 I got. Number 528 is in. Number 338 is in. Number 420 said put me in twice. 420 twice. Number 154 is in. Thank you. Number 613 is in. Number 107 and number 663 are both in. $10,000 apiece. Thank you. That's outstanding. Number 687 is in. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Number 836 is in for $10,000. Huge donations. Thank you very much. Who else would like to be $10,000? I needed 30 of them. How many did I get? I got 16 of them. Well, that's not 30, but we're getting close. All right. So we're $140,000 away. Anybody else at the $10,000 mark? Do you guys realize how huge a donation that is? Let's hear it for all 16 of them. $10,000 apiece. All right. We're going to go down to the $5,000 level. And here we go. I'm looking for 28 of them. Number 509 is in. Number 561 is in. Number 694 and number 319 are both in for $5,000. Number 661 and number 679 are both in. Number 834 and 950 are both in. Thank you. Number 501 and number 4... Is that an 8? 487 is in.
497.
Excuse me. Help me. I'm
497.
There we go. 497. And the one that was next to him put their hand down already. So for 5,000, I'm going to come over to this side. Number 873 is in. Number 625. Number 627. Number 601. Number 407. $5,000 apiece. Number 769 is in. Number 180. Number 183. Number 667 and 583. Number 578. Number 404. Number 397. Number 282. Number 474. Number 537 and 534. Both in. Number 36. Whoop, wait a minute. Is that an 8 or a 6?
Where?
That's an 8. 383. I'm getting old. Number 780 and number 457 are all in. Number 436 is in for $5,000. Number 629 is in for $5,000.
You people are amazing.
Guys, that's a huge donation. That was 32 people.
Woo!
Number 163 said add me to it. That's 33 people, which that's got to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $165,000 we just added to that, which puts us well over the $1 million mark. That's outstanding. Wow, $5,000 donations, guys, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. We've got 3 levels left. We got $2,500 right now. If $2,500 fits your budget, let's do this. Number 734 said it does. Number 655 said I'm in. Number 524 and 660 are both in. Number 657 is in. Thank you. Number 683 and 676, great supporters. Thank you. Number 307 is in. Thank you very much. Number 788, my best bidder of the night, right there. Number 489 is in for $2,500. Number 74, can't read the last number. 9. 749. Could you guys all step in? No. Number 507. Number 771. Number 652. Number 564. Number 272. Number 349 are all in. Number 359. Number
260.
260. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't double the number. Number 770. Number 467. Number 170. I could see that far. Number 453. Number 455. Number 775. Number 600. Number 400. Number 396. Number 276. Number 168. Number 383. And number 380 are all in for $2,500. Number 623, number 339 are both in for $2,500. Wow, you guys are amazing. How many was that? That was 34 people at $2,500. 35,000. $85,000 more. Wow. All right. So where are we at now? Let's go to the $1,000 level. Mike, you got a tally over there? What is it? $1,110,000. All right. You guys. You realize with our live auction, that puts us at $3 million in the live portion alone. That's amazing. All right, let's go now to the $1,000 level. Here we go. Look at the hands going up in the air. Wow. Here we go. Number 519, number 522, number 427, number 526, number 355, number 357, number 354, number 326, number 709, number 707, number 423, number 429, number 647, number 499, number 644, number 542, number 543. Are you guys impressed? I saw all those numbers. Number 320, number 735, number 560, number 268, number 824, number 242, number 696, number 253, number 100. Fred, I love you, brother. Number 772, number 410, number 415, number 408, number 586, number 588, number 590, number 245, number 480, number 166, number 842, number 173, number 161, number 241, number 669, number 898, number 370, number 374, number 618, number 616, number 883, number 947, number 476, number 472, number 634. I can do this. Number 632, number 631, number 596, number 191, number 189, number 778, whew, number 254, all of them at $1,000 a piece. Wow. Oh, that's a 6, not a 5. That last one was 264. Really? I got all the way through it and you made me trip. Son of a gun. All right. How many? That was 58 people
God.
at $1,000 apiece. Wow. Another $58,000 we just raised. 1.168. Outstanding. Outstanding. All right. 32,000 gets us to 1.2 million. Right? Right, 32. That's only 64 people with $500. Ready? Nobody brought me water, nothing. Let's go to the $500 level. You ready? Here we go. 705, 493, 505, 332, 712, 714, 710. We're going to make it. Number 223, number 416, number 723, number 426, number 703, number 641, number 200, number 862. Atta girl. Number 5. She's sick. She's been on everything. Number 543, number 311, number 266, number 270, number 547, number 134, number 702, number 131, number 256, number 258, number 137, number 140, number 466. Oh my goodness. Number 772, 758, 673, 943. There we go. Number 604, 875, number 181 and 215, number 812 and 813, number 890, number 369, number 732, I'm losing it, number 619, number 143, number 286, number 296, number 638, number 287, number 193, number 598, and number 458. Number 239 is in. For $500, I needed 32. How many did I get? We got 51 people, $1.2 million. Thank you all so very, very much. That is outstanding. I'm going to turn you guys back over to Marcia and all of these kids. Thank you very much. I enjoy being in front of you every year. Have a wonderful evening.
Let's give a round of applause for our incredible Gym Youngers.
It's all you, brother. All right, thanks.
All right. What an amazing night. That's the power of believing in kids, right? Thank you for investing in them, and obviously thank you for believing in them. All right, it's my honor to introduce you to the two people who have been leading all the work on tonight's event, our chairs for today's kids, tomorrow's stars, Jody Sarche and Basil Zadie.
Thank you, Tim. It's an honor to serve this wonderful organization. I would also like to recognize and thank our amazing event committee who worked tirelessly to make tonight happen. And also like to share my appreciation for all the outreach the Board Success Committee did to make tonight a success.
STARS is a team effort in every way, and none of this would be possible without our sponsors. Let's thank them one more time tonight. Let's thank our title sponsor, Amplify Capital Advisors. Our presenting sponsors, Wells Fargo, Coronado West, General Dynamics. Our Youth of the Year sponsors, Arizona Diamondbacks, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, Insight, Lockton, Phoenix Scaffolding, PNC Bank, let's go PNC, PXG, Sands Chevrolet, the Bob and Renee Parsons Foundation, and Universal Technical Institute. Thank you all.
All right, Basil, let's find out who the winner is of tonight's raffle. All right, tonight's winner of the Dream Device Package donated by Cox Communication is Alan and Janine Arnold, number 489.
And let's take one more opportunity to say congratulations to this year's honoree, the Moffitt family and Crescent Crown Distributing. Thank you for all you do for our club, kids, and communities across the valley.
Thank you all. Thanks for coming tonight and all your support. Thank you.
All right, we have reached the end of the first portion of the evening. If anybody needs to use the restroom right now, now would be a good time. Congratulations on another outstanding night, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this celebration. Like all of you, I'm truly inspired by the teens that we met here tonight, all the youth of the year, and obviously beyond excited for the future of the Boys and Girls Clubs. Obviously, we saw what we could do when we could all get here together, put our hearts and our wallets together to make such a difference. Good night, everybody, and thank you for, again, believing in our kids and celebrating our future. I want to say thanks again to everybody involved in tonight's event. But real quick, in keeping with the theme of game night, when you have a game, there are always a few turnovers. Enjoy.
Well, look at this fresh group of youths of the year, Coach Tim. Yup. Okay.
That's our first
Youth
blooper.
of the year? Well, short answer is gravity.
Nice.
But what we're talking about here is Tim talking too soon when we should have waited because I had about another 5 seconds of the speech before he was supposed to jump in for his one word.
We didn't quite have that level. Rolling. It's a wide shot, so it's. Okay.
What else you got?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I'm not sure. Oh, crap.
Show me your most concerned face when you do. Yeah, this is
I'm not sure I remember what fork to use from etiquette night. What if I choose the wrong one? I'm not sure I remember what fork to use from etiquette night. What if I choose the wrong one?
She's got a point.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that too.
All right, let's hear it for Liv.
Kajay?
It's normal to feel. Oh wait. It's normal to feel weird when you get off a trampoline.
Bless you. Kajay?
It's normal to feel weird when you get off a trampoline.
They really do believe in us.
You can feel it.
Oh. You can feel it.
I know.
Wait, what was this?
Yeah, like walking the ball to the whoa. Yeah, like walking out. Whoa. Oh! Yeah, like walking out the ball for the World Series.
That was so cool.
You said, you know how I know you're here.
You know how I know.
Just
Okay,
go
not
from-
you know how I know you're here. Yep.
Just go from. You know how I know you're here.
You know how I know you're here? Because you're sitting in front of me, you little pieces of